Hi guys, I'm with Curt, and he's the owner of Asylum Anime.
Asylum Anime.
Asylum Anime, excuse me.
Yep.
So, Curt, can you tell me a little bit about what you do here?
Oh, well, like I said, I specialize in selling Japanese animation merchandise. I actually go to Japan 3 times a year, and I look for not only new merchandise, but merchandise from older classic anime series. So you're going to find a lot of stuff here that maybe some show you watched 10 years ago you really love, but you can't find anything for it here because they don't make anything new for it.
Right.
You'll usually find at my booth or here in my warehouse. So it's just, I don't know, I enjoy going over there, and I make new contacts. I find new places to find stuff, but you know, there's just so many old shows, classic shows that I loved, that when I started buying things for it, I realized there were customers who loved that I carried it and liked that I had stuff from these older classic series. So
you have a bunch of Marvel Avengers posters here.
Okay, well, I'm a big movie buff. Okay, I collect movie posters. These are actually movie banners. The nice thing is I have a warehouse where I can actually hang up some of these banners. So I actually have, you see this corner over here?
Yep.
That's a bunch of movie banners I've bought over the years. You know, Marvel and DC stuff over here, but like over here, if you look, these are all original theatrical movie posters, like what you would see in the marquees at theater.
Oh my goodness.
So I have been doing this for 20 odd years, you know, buying stuff and buying collections and things like this. So I mean, there's some pretty rare stuff just sitting there. There's Star Wars posters. And
yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh.
It's original Indiana Jones Temple of Doom New York subway poster.
Wow.
Got an original Empire Strikes by 60. It's what they call a heavy stock poster. So this was a style that was recalled, and so it's harder to find and much more expensive because they're supposed to have sent them back to the studio. The reason that they recalled it is because Billy D. Williams got mad because his image wasn't in this one. I mean, so there's another one.
Oh, yeah?
That's one of the original ones that was a recalled version.
They usually go for that price that was on there?
Yeah, usually somewhere around $500 to $600.
So, like, with the new Star Wars movies that came out recently, do you have people that come in to ask about that? Or, like, any of the new Marvel movies?
Some. I actually try to keep up on the Marvel. I'm a big fan of Marvel.
Yeah.
Not as big a fan of DC, like the Avengers, or there should be a bunch of them over here. Oh, here's ones like the new Ghost in the Shells. Ghost in the Shells actually was originally a manga. And so they brought this live action one out. So I thought it was kind of cool.
That is cool.
We have some Ghost in the Shell posters, and we've got like Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. These are some of the newer Deadpool. I love Deadpool.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Doctor
On those older ones, were they like on a work for hire basis, the artists?
I'm sure the studios hired them to do a painting or whatever, you know, something for.
Did they put their? I didn't see it. Did they put their actual artist name on there?
The name? Let me take a look. Let me look at the Goonies. I think the Goonies might have, because that was done by Drew Struzan. So Drew Struzan does some really nice work. There it is, Drew 85.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, so yeah, he put his name on that. So
that's honestly really surprising because work for hires in corporations, it's usually the sole property of the corporation. So them allowing them to print their name on there or sign it.
I don't think there's any thing. I mean, you know, if they paid him to do it, I mean, they own it. But I think him being able to put his name on it because he wants people to know who did the art. I'm not a great artist, but I appreciate good art.
Yeah, if you can appreciate it.
So, and that's one of the great things about anime is there's so many different artists doing so many different styles of art, and there's something that appeals to everybody. They have stuff for women, they have stuff for men, they have stuff for, you know, working men, they have something for kids, you know. So the great thing, like I said, about anime is that they have something for everybody. You know, here in America, they think if you're past the age of 10, you're watching cartoons, something's wrong with
Yeah, it's a different demographic.
you. Right.
Yeah.
You know, and they think, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't be watching cartoons. You're an adult, you know, but an adult can appreciate animation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like I said, there is, how can I put it, a stigma. People look at it and they think, oh, it's all porn.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It isn't.
You
No.
know, there is a section, yes.
Just all the costumes you have?
For the most part, yeah, we used to be a lot bigger into costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And the only problem is most costumes that we have, of course, they're made in China and they weren't like licensed. And once they started, there were some companies that started making licensed ones, and the conventions kind of wanted us to stop selling stuff that was unlicensed. So I
Okay,
pretty
yeah.
much, right now, like I said, you know, we're glad to get rid of you know, costumes that we've got in stock right now. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to.
That's pretty cool.